Well, Utah is about as red as it gets. Republicans hold the governor's office, both Senate seats, every congressional district, and vast majorities of the state house and the Senate. Now, in 2012, Mitt Romney won Utah by nearly 50 points. So why is Donald Trump in danger of not only losing the state, but losing it to someone who few people have ever even heard of? Phil Mattingly tonight reports.
Donald Trump has a very real Utah problem. It's largely because of this man, Evan McMullin.
Our campaign is a 3-month presidential campaign.
Haven't heard of him? You're not alone. In a year where third-party candidates like Gary Johnson and Jill Stein have made waves, McMullin has been an afterthought. Yet he's now in position to have the largest impact of all three on the general election. He's in position to win Utah.
People like to say that Mountain West, or that Utah is a Republican state or a deep red state. I say that it's a principled conservative state.
For Trump, trailing in the polls and with an extremely limited path to 270 electoral votes to begin with, it's a major headache. But it's one that has been percolating for months and now appears to be peaking. A drive through Salt Lake City produces political yard sign after political yard sign, yet no hint of the presidential race. It's a reflection, captured in the polls, of a general disgust with the tone of this race, and one with roots in the state's dominant Mormon faith, and its GOP leaders, who have been cold to Trump's fiery and at times deeply offensive rhetoric.
I gotta use some Tic Tacs just in case they start kissing.
Hold their endorsements in the wake of revelations about crude remarks.
I'm out. I can no longer endorse Donald Trump for president. There's no possible way I vote for Hillary Clinton, but these are abhorrent.
Or outright denounce the candidate altogether.
Now, I'm far from the first to conclude that Donald Trump lacks the temperament to be president.
We knew all along, as did many Americans, that Donald Trump was the type of guy who would talk about women the way he did in that tape.
Enter McMullin, a Utah native, practicing Mormon, former CIA officer and Capitol Hill staffer. What he lacks in national profile, he's made up for in increasing momentum in the state. Steadily creeping up in the polls for months, Trump's tape has sparked a moment for McMullin and his running mate Mindy Finn, one that has them leading in the state, according to at least one recent poll.
What they'll tell us is you're offering us a glimmer of light in what has been a sea of darkness in this 2016 election.
Now, a single-state strategy is hardly a recipe for electoral success, but McMullin's goals are twofold. First, open the door to this exceedingly unlikely scenario.
And we've said that if the race is very, very close between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, we could win a state or two and block them both and take the election to the House.
But second, and given recent polling, most importantly for McMullin and Fenn, create an alternative for those turned off by Trump.
If Hillary Clinton is dominating Donald Trump, then what the outcome here in Utah and in other states doesn't matter quite as much. And so we're saying even in that case, stand on principle, stand for what you know is right, stand for the kind of leadership you'd actually like to see in this country, and let's build from there.